Hey everybody, welcome to Thursday. This should be live on YouTube. Also, hello YouTube.
Yep. Yar.
Yar. Yar.
Yes.
Yar. You sound like a pirate man. Yar. Yar matey. Hi everybody. How's it going? Look, Womby's in the house. Kate is here too. Kiwi Craig.
And Dan Simayer.
Lieutenant Bob. Dane Simayer's here also. Look at you. Holy moly. Greetings to everybody. Thank you for tuning in on our Thursday Cockpit Chatter Night. A bunch of us are going to fly the Gabriel because it's available. The plane that we focused on Tuesday is now available on flightsim.to. So I'll give you this. This is the actual news item. And you can go check it out if you want it. You saw it on Tuesday. Some of you will want it. It is a payware. There's a link right here that you can use to go get it. All right, and Andrew, I don't see your face, but I see your name. So you are connected to Zoom. I can hear you, but there is no face.
I just didn't have the camera turned on.
And so, you know, watch on YouTube. Let's just check this part out, like this, and we'll go to. Guess not. I guess not. It was right in front of my face and then it's gone. Right here. There we go. Let's do that. Here, ready for this? Let's try it.
Hey, honey, I was thinking it's going to be a beautiful morning. How about we go for a flight?
Okay, but only if I'm the one taking the controls.
Okay, deal.
Can't get that any louder. Okay. Oh, look at that livery. Wow. Wasn't that amazing? Amazing. Beautiful. And that's the baby right there. And we did the lesson for that on Tuesday. If you'd like to go see the lesson, you guys, there's also the built-in checklists, etc. And this is the baby right here. That's her. Not sure what this is. A new Discord overlay. What? Don't even know what that's all about. Okay. Discord overlay. To go live. Oh, everybody wants to go live now. All right. And at first when I saw the that was the first time I saw that YouTube trailer, and I noticed they had a display here, and I was sure that was an annunciator panel, but it's actually an LCD or something similar kind of LCD panel. So it is the panel we already saw and looked at. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there was
is the-
something different in there we hadn't seen on our Tuesday lesson. It's like, what?
Yeah.
How did we miss that?
No, it is
So
the
we're good.
annunciator panel. It is the annunciator panel. It's just
Yeah.
not a bunch of lights. It's just
Right, which is even better, because then
Yeah.
there's no chance of a burned out light bulb, right? Which is the problem. That's why we always have a test button, right? Which is right here. If I remember correctly, one of these guys can do a test. One of these. Oh, I remember. The mouse roll. There we go. And we're testing all of them right there. That just makes sure that they all work. But you know, it's almost not necessary nowadays, because you're not going to have one individual annunciator light burn out, because they're not lights. So it's almost, you don't really need that test anymore. But I guess it's a good thing. All right. So welcome to Thursday, everybody, and welcome to the channel. This is our Thursday night cockpit chatter. We're going to talk about what's new, software, hardware, home cockpit photos, anything aviation related, you know, because there's lots going on. You know, we heard last Saturday, you know, the big frustration we had on stream. It hit us all, hit many of you, that, you know, trying the beta or thinking it's an update and then wiping out everything you had and giving you all of the companies with 15 different planes, and all that stuff was a beta release, and some people got caught up in thinking it was the next update and kind of messed them up. So, you know, there's a lot of that going on still on
well,
on
that's
Facebook
because there's
forums.
That's big. You know why? There's a lot of people that didn't read the release notes, wherein like the first paragraph, it tells you that they have separated career and challenge from the beta to the live versions, which means they gave you all the stuff in the career modes, so you can try them all out. And people are freaking out because they've lost all their money and all their planes that they got on career mode.
But they didn't.
And if they didn't. As soon as you leave the beta, you go back to what you had.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have not read that.
Yeah, no, so there
Listen-
is that. Now, let me ask you this, though, Andrew. I mean, did they see the release notes link first? I think some people were saying they started up their sim and there was an update, so they went for it. I mean, they just pressed OK. So some people are saying they didn't see any release notes. We know there's release notes afterwards when we do an update. Right?
I saw the release notes before it was released.
Okay.
Because I saw them that morning, and they didn't release it till the afternoon.
And Twitch says, I let the browser read to me. Huh? And Super Ty says, some are just illiterate. Well, it may be that. I think everybody has a basic education. I mean, they could all read if they want to. You have to nowadays, right? So I don't know if it's that, or it's like we keep hearing Sim Update 2 is coming. Sim Update 2 is coming. Oh, it's a big one. It's a good one. And all of a sudden, oh, that must be it. Boosh, you know. And then, oops. So there's a lot of noise on the forums about that right now. So that's one thing, you guys. Anyway, while all that's happening, yeah, that was a frustrating Saturday for a lot of people. Anyway, while all that's happening, we were investigating, researching, and test flying this baby right here, and had a lot of fun doing it. And then we had Lord Frights on the stream with us on Tuesday. If you haven't seen that VOD, go and check it out. It's only there for a couple of weeks for the most of you, and for those of you who have Prime, you'll be able to see it longer than that. It'll stick around longer than that. And I'm trying desperately with trying to fit it into my timeline right now. It's a busy time for me. I was trying to fit it into condensing it for a YouTube video, because I don't want to put a 3-hour video onto YouTube. But I've been trying to condense it, but I cannot find the time to get that done in time. I'm leaving Saturday morning early to start handling the training at Sun and Fun for all the volunteers this weekend, and then Monday, thousands of planes are coming in. They're going to need us to help keep planes away from people on Monday, and Tuesday starts Sun and Fun, you guys, and that's the big thing happening. So I've got this loaded schedule going on, trying to lead up to it also. And that's that's the Sun and Fun hat. I know it's red, but we had red long before political parties had red. But this is the air operations hat that we'll be wearing. Supervisors wear red, and the rest of the volunteers all wear yellow. And that's important because if any volunteer has trouble with some visitor or anything at all, they just scan for the red hat and then they call us over. So we have to be visible, and so that's how that works. And if anybody's there at Sun and Fun this next week, then you'll find me on Taxiway Foxtrot over at the northwest end of the ramp, the Warbird ramp. So you can come and find me there. I'll be there every day for as long as it's needed. Yeah, who's that little girl in there? I have no idea. It was supposed to be the student in the front and me in the back, so I guess that's what that is, right? Yeah,
Yep.
I don't know who that little girl is. He was mentioning about having trouble with hair, I think it was. What did he say, Andrew? If we get it, we pull up the tablet here, you guys. Let's just bring that
That's
baby up.
Jenny.
That's Jenny. Aboard. We'll go aboard, and it says, oh, it does actually say you in the front and the rear is empty, huh?
Yep.
All right, so let's do trainee in the front. There we go. And you in the rear, and it automatically took me to the rear seat. Isn't that interesting?
Yep.
So, and I think if I use my hat switch, I can get to the front. No, maybe not. I thought I could the other day, but let's go back to the front or to the... Nope. My hat switch does not get me anywhere. Shift spacebar does the standard view, but now I'm in the back seat now. This is a different view than I had before. Look at that. Interesting. Yeah. All right, so I don't like that. I want to go back to the tablet and change it wherever that tablet view was. Right here. Oh, that's the person in the front? Wow, I'm really messed up. I thought I was in the back. Okay then, let's get the tablet back up there somewhere. It's probably right. Excuse me there, buddy. Excuse me. Step aside. Excuse me. It's like, where'd the tablet go? It's in the back seat back there. All right, give me a hint, you guys. I didn't know this. You see, I thought I knew everything about this plane. Shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's still the normal views in the front. How did we get to the back view? Anybody know? There we go. Shift 9. Shift 9, but I still don't see my tablet. Right here. Oops, that's a compartment with fries in it. Tablet? No? Yeah, I'm not really in the back. This is somebody else, right?
Yep.
Okay,
That's your
so
passenger.
now I can't change the configuration. Wow, that's great, Howard. Way to go. Jenny, I may not be a smart man, but I know what love is. Okay, right. Drink fuel. Okay, when in doubt, drink some fuel, you guys. Drink some fuel. It's like, fuel is my fuel. You know? Wow, that's that's good. It's good. It's good. That'll clear it up. All right, who can tell me, how do you get to the tablet? Again, I can't get anywhere near it now, the one that's built in. I want to change the configuration back. I could just start the flight over again. It'd probably put me back the way I was.
Well, did you try shift spacebar? Just
Shift spacebar. There we go. That's what it gives me. It's actually the right view for shift spacebar, but that's the front view, right?
Yeah.
And with that front view, oh, that's the person. Yeah.
And
So,
the tablet is down by your hip. You
well, it should be, but
if you, well, if you lean sideways, you could probably see it if you had your head tracking on.
yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to turn it on. Yeah. I'm trying to click beside his leg here. No, oh, that's trim. Yeah, okay. No, it should. We didn't try this the other day, did we? But yeah, it shouldn't be that hard. There must be I can't even click the screen. There should be a way to get to the back seat. Shift 9, I thought it was. Shift 10, Shift 0, Shift 8, 7, 6. No. Shift 9, 8, 9. No, that's not it. It's almost like that's it there. Yeah, that's a good point, Manx. Who has the Gabriel already? So it's a duplicate cockpit in the back seat. You can fly from either one. I just can't get the tablet up on the screen anymore to change the configuration back the way it was. So, there's always the end flight, restart, whatever. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it remembers what it is.
Try W.
W, really? You mean like
Well,
the
from the-
FSX
well-
days?
Well, I was going to say shift and W would move you forward. You could move yourself forward into the front cockpit, and then you'd
Really?
be able to get it there.
All right, let's see
Because
what's
like
happening.
shift and the WASDs will move you around in the cockpit.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, now it's empty in the front. Good, and I can pull up the tablet. So there, I just did a restart, but I don't want to do a restart every time. But let's try the Shift W idea. Shift W. Oh, that goes forward. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Shift
And
S goes all the way back.
Backwards. A and D goes left
Look
and right.
at that.
And just for point
You're
of for
brilliant, man.
and just for continuity, Q and E goes up and down.
Q and E. Yeah. I remember this from doing the walk around, but I didn't try it inside the plane. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, for the walk.
Q
Yeah,
and
for E.
Q and E. Oh, on both sides of W. There's Q. Oh, cool. And there's
Yeah.
E. Cool.
Like in the
And then Shift,
cockpit.
space
Yeah,
bar.
in the cockpit, it's with the shift, and if you're out doing the walk around, it's just the keys.
Beautiful. Wonderful, wonderful. So I'm back in the front seat. I'm good. But we still, I don't know if that really helped us with that whole back seat thing, but that's all right. We'll just leave it at that for now. That's why you change your keyboard controls to the 2020. But Charlie, then you'll never move forward. Ever. It's like, in IT, you guys, we had to go in and move 3,000 employees over to, let's say, the next version of Office. And the next version of Office had a big button on it instead of a file menu. Well, boy, was that a hardship to try and get everybody to move over to the button. They all wanted, what was it, Office 2003 or something. They all wanted the old Office menu. Well, you'll never move forward to any new version if you keep trying to hold on to the old menus. You gotta move forward, right? Charlie, you gotta let go, man. You just gotta let go. Authentic sound. Yeah, it's actually beautiful, you guys. And some of you probably tuned in to Murph yesterday. He also had Lord Frights on, and he was going through it. Probably, I think it was like in his news segment. I didn't have a chance to see that. I'm really busy right now here in Florida, and I can't tune into anything. I hardly have enough time to pull my lessons together. So I don't know what happened. I'd love to have tuned in and put in chat how wonderful the plane is already, because I already know. That would have been nice to help plug it, but I couldn't even tune in at that time. But this is amazing about Jenny at the front here. I mean, he did say he's having trouble with hair, so I bet you there'll be an update, you guys, where the hair will look a lot better. Or he'll just go with somebody that, it's easier enough to just go with somebody who doesn't have hair. You know what I mean? Landing light? Yeah, that's working great. Okay.
Or you put a hat on them, like you did with the other one.
So taxi light's in the middle.
Yep.
Landing lights on the outside. Nice. Cool. All right.
Yeah, and it actually turns your landing lights off when you pull your gear up.
See, automatically. Yeah, and I read that in the manual, Andrew, because I had to read it after we finished the stream. I had to go over it again. Let's go. Take the brake off. Rock and roll. Oof, don't like it from the outside. Let's try from the inside. The new Office toolbar was awful. Yes. Yeah, but we had to move on, The whole company had to move on. Let's get that gear up. Look at that view. Let's get the flaps up. Nice. Look how clean that is. No wonder she goes fast, hey? And there's the user manual, you guys. That's great. Have a look at that. That's what we were talking about. There's so many people that go, oh no, what do we do with the blue lever? This is, I think it's going to be forever, Andrew. We've covered it so many times in so many lessons. And people still ask, well, I don't know what to do with the blue lever. And so that's how it sounds, you guys. It sounds like that. So it's like, it's pretty standard in all the planes that have them, But there's a lot of people that just haven't had any training, so they just don't know. It's like, why would they put another lever in there just to confuse us, right? But boy, does this thing ever go. Now, what do you think, Andrew? Is there some way that we can get Noise Boy Mike to say something? What do you think?
Something.
There we go. We did it. Okay, there he is, you guys. Say hi to Noise Boy Mike. I knew he was lurking in there in the background. I didn't know if we had to tell a joke and hear him start chuckling or what, so there he is. He's here, you guys. Say hi to Mike. may have a change his name. Might have to change his name to Quiet Mike. Yeah, instead of Noise Boy, right? Yeah, Kiwi Craig, we're at the same airport we were at Tuesday, which I can't remember off the top of my head, but I could certainly go to Little Nav Map and find out. Anybody know where we are? Let me just pull up Little Nav Map so I can remember where we are. I go through in my lesson preparation and
Lima Foxtrot Papa Mike, if I remember correctly.
we'll type that in chat because it's better than saying it. All the stuff, I go through probably 10 or 15 airports a day when I go through the stuff that I'm doing. And so I can't remember which airport I'm at. And then when I get into career mode, I might do 2 or 3 missions and I'm at 2 different airports each mission. So I can't remember which airport we're at. So I have to rely on everybody to tell me. Yep, that's it. Thanks, guys. Thanks a bunch. All right. Yeah, how can you tell we were here before? Look at the mess. Actually, it's not that bad. I think it was just one circuit we did, right? Yeah, pretty much one circuit we did.
Yeah,
and then
but
now
you
we went around
kept
a
crashing,
couple.
so.
Yeah, and we did the crash test. I'm now officially a crash test dummy. So, but take a look at this. Something I didn't notice before, you guys. Scrapyard Lord Airport. Airstrip. Scrapyard Lord Airstrip. You guys, I didn't realize how close it was. I knew this was the airport closer to Lord Fright's where he lives. This is his closest airport. And he made the Scrapyard Monster, which you guys have probably heard about. Some of you have it. I didn't realize how close they were. I think we should fly over there, you guys. Just go check it out. In this plane, which is right around this direction. Let's do it. I just noticed that now on the map. That's cool. I'll pull back a bit of power here. Pull back a bit RPM. And let's just get there. I bet you it won't take long in this plane. Where did I see it? Yeah, I think this is the right direction. Take a look at this. From here, okay, I'm going to just do a 20-degree bearing to the right. And that should be it right there. And then we'll get there in a minute. We got to cross a river first. All right, that's about it right there. Let's see, that's cool. Now we could do it direct too, and we could do all that stuff, but we're just going to do it VFR. Outage from stream. What? Right now? I'm still streaming. No drop frames.
Well, it's still moving.
Bits are good.
On stream for me.
30 minutes,
That's
no drop
good
frames, and the strength is full bars of green. Okay. Okay. And
Okay.
Strap says we're good, so Manx must be where you
Max,
are, right?
no, he said he's back in, so.
And Peter Sally's going to be on vacation there next week in that region. Go check out the Scrapyard Airstrip. It's going to be a field. Super Ty's got no issue where he is either, right? Okay, Lieutenant Bob's good. So I think this is the way to go. Yeah. Let's go find it. You wouldn't believe it, you guys. There's even an elevated landing strip, which we have successfully landed the Scrapyard Monster on there with great practice. We finally did it, right? Super Ty says, I did have an internet outage for most of this morning for some reason. Whew. Peter Sally never heard of it. Ah, look at you. Well, it's not in real life. Yeah,
It's because it doesn't exist in real
He
life.
probably knows he's just pulling our leg. But no, the Scrapyard Airstrip, Scrapyard Lord Airstrip is fictitious. Ooh. It's only in the sim. He made it for the Scrapyard Monster and made it with some really cool features, like an elevated strip. You can see it right here on the screen. Scrapyard Lord, looks like airstrip is the word. 244 feet right here. And so we'll go check it out, you guys. We'll go show you what that looks like. We did check it out years ago. I'm going to say years ago. I don't remember when the Scrapyard Monster came out. But we checked it out then with the Scrapyard Monster and did some landings and stuff. It was fun. What am I traveling at right here? 138 or something. Oh yeah, I did say I would turn on the HUD for the outside so you guys can get an idea of speeds and stuff. Why not? Flight interface. Turn on the HUD full. There we go. Save and back. That should give you all the stuff that we're after here. Boom. There we go. It's on full now. You can see that. What a beauty! I think I'm in the right direction. Yep. I'm aiming right at it wherever it is. I'm going to get down lower now. Oh, That's good. Turn on the HUD and then I'm in the way. Yeah, that's good, Howard. Looks great on my sim screen, you guys. That's too bad. Sorry. Yeah, that's funny. Let's see. P-51 Mustang Sound is out, Andrew. Ooh. Do you hear that, Andrew? P-51 Mustang Sound. All right, I'm going to cut some power here. Take it down to VFR level. And let's go find this thing. Should be right ahead of me here.
Ooh, there's a name for you. The Château de Cly, Pays de Fontainebleau. Grand.
Wow, that was really impressive, Andrew. Did you
that's
practice that? That was good.
That's a name for a helipad.
Wow. I almost thought you were swearing on the stream. And everybody, welcome in our VIP, Charles Farmer. How's it going with you?
Hey,
it's
Charles,
going great
how you
with
doing?
us. We're doing great. Over here to my left is the scrapyard airstrip. We're going to head over there with this new Gabriel. Fresh paint job, fresh, new, brand new airplane. I've only got a few hours on it. And let's go take it and see if we can do a belly landing and wreck the prop. Did you guys see that on Tuesday? It was spectacular. It's part of the design of the plane. I landed without gear, and it came to a stop, and all the propeller blades were broken. It was awesome. Who can ever say that, right? It was awesome. Do you know what French does to me? I have no idea, right? But, oh, you can also lose the canopy, Heist says. Okay. Let me guess. That was something that Murph probably did on his stream. Because he would do that, right? He says, oh, you can lose the canopy. Glunk. I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe you open it. Hey, Mia Scully's in the air. Kiwi Craig, Mike Audio, Andrew's in the air. All right, I got some speed going. Let me just have my trim going here. So you can also lose the canopy. That's cool, right? Charles Farmer. You don't have to do that every time you show up. Look at you, Mr. Generous. You guys are going to have to do a whole lot of thank yous. A whole lot of thank yous. Da-da-da-da-da-da. He's going to have all the sound effects for that one. That's amazing. All right, Andrew, I think I'm nearby because I just passed it again. I'm going to have to come around and have a look. There's a castle right there. Is that the castle we looked at before? I think this airstrip
It's a
is right
different one.
around. Right around. I'll be able to tell when I see it. Right around. Oh, it's really tight turn. I've been going around it the whole time.
But do you have it installed in the sim?
Ah, it's in 2024 now. Yeah, but it pulled. Oh, okay, it's pulling the database from 2020, right?
Yeah.
It's right in here. Oh, I thought we would see it. Yes, in 2020. Yeah. Yeah, Srap, he has given the most amount of gifts in the history of this channel. Amazing person. Very generous. Every time he shows up, he reaches into his couch and finds more change. He goes out to the backyard and grabs more bills off the money tree, and then he just spends it here. It's amazing. So I really appreciate it. You guys who got a new sub, say thank you. He's helping support the stream. That's amazing. Should I put it in the field, Andrew? What do you think? Gear up in the field? I don't want to wreck it. It's such
Well,
a nice
there's a little airport. I guess it's behind you now.
Oh yeah, straight behind me. Yeah. Okay, let's go there.
Called is it
Pringy?
Pringy? Yeah.
Did you guys say it right? But careful with your French. Charles Farmer might be pulling the trigger again. So it's just like, that's fine. That's wonderful what he's done, you guys. Let's not give him some more French. There's an airstrip straight ahead. Yeah, right about here. Probably that gray patch over there to my left.
Well, I'm about to fly over it, so.
Super Ty, look at you. Potential for you for getting a job. And then we're not going to see you for a while. That's what happened to our good friend. Right from the very start. Yeah, that's a highway. Okay. A highway and, yeah, okay. 50 months, Dr. No Thumb. 50 months. 50. I can't count that high. Holy smokes. so much happening on a Thursday night, you guys. This is cool. You know, I think I just passed it, Andrew. Oh yeah, it's way back here. All right, full power. There we go, full power. Pull up, pull up. It's not an aerobatic plane, you guys. I just take it to the limit. Take it to the limit. One more time.
Kiwi Craig, what do you think of it? I haven't
a-
seen anybody complain about it yet.
There's a roundabout. There's a roundabout where there should be an airport.
I just flew over past it, Howard, so it's just behind me.
It's behind
You're
you.
about to go
It
underneath
should
me,
be-
so it should be right in front of you.
Really? Oh, it's a field.
The grass strip. It's a grass
strip. Probably right here. No, it's not there. It's right here. Oh, over there where there's some airplanes. Okay. I don't have any gear down, so this is going to be a low pass ground effect. Whoosh.
Yeah, it's got 2 runways. One that goes towards the buildings, across in front of the buildings, and one that's about probably a 70-degree angle to that. So the direction you were coming from, there is a runway.
There it is.
A longer runway there.
This is the runway right here, right below me. Right there. Wow, that's hard to find. It's just a different colored piece of grass.
Yep.
100% Sim of Flyer gifted subs too. Holy smokes. Is this Christmas? I think we better change the season in the sim. It's like it's gift giving. This is amazing. Is there a sale on Twitch? What's going on? Is this September?
Give to sub 35% off. So yes, there's a sale.
Oh, is there? There is a sale. Good. That's
Yeah.
great, you guys. Hey, there's a sale on everybody. Did you hear? I'm in the flap range. I can do this. Touch and go on the grass. But I'm going to try it from the outside. See if I can do it from out here. It's like flying RC planes while you're following. Oh, kind of shaky, but yeah, it works. Ooh, tree, 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 tree.
Mike,
Pull up, pull up.
stop it.
Pull up.
You're being a copycat.
Pull up. What's going on? Mike!
You picked the short runway.
Oh, is that the short runway? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
There's a longer one that goes
I should focus.
parallel to the highway that had the roundabout.
Focus, Howard. I don't know. I didn't see another runway. What? What runway? Where I'm going, we don't need no
That one
stinking
right there.
runway. You see one?
Yeah, flying right over top of it. Well,
Yeah.
slightly to the left, but flying right over top of it.
Seriously. Seriously. Seriously.
Yep.
This is the first time my granddaughter said that to me. She looked at me and said, seriously? And I was like, wow, attitude. Seriously? Dr. No Thumb, right there. Maybe that's where it is. Maybe I don't have the scenery. Dr. No Thumb's outstanding in his field. See? There's the strip that I landed on right there, right?
Yeah, but you just flew over the main runway. It's you
There's another
crossed it
runway?
at an angle. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
there's one. You flew over top of it at an angle
Okay.
just before you went over top of Dr. No Thumb.
Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look then. Where did I go? I went this way. I went that way. Oh.
I had a
didn't even see
traffic
that.
alert when Howard passed in front of me. It was pretty cool.
You had a traffic alert. Wow.
Yep.
That's cool. Applied for a job as a trainee scarecrow. They said I had the potential to be outstanding in my field.
Hey, Dougal.
Ba-doom-tsh. Dougal's in the house. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? Did you get the Gabriel? Did you get it? Did you get it? Come on, tell us you got it. I still got my gear down, Super Tie. I know it kind of bugs Super Tie when my gear's still down, but I just want to let him know that I intend to land if I can find this other runway. There's one strip right there with some
Mia
airplanes.
Scully just landed on it.
That was the strip right there. Yeah, you're right.
Look to your
there is
left.
There's supposed to be another strip.
Or sorry, left to your right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's behind me, I guess. Oh well.
Yep.
I don't think it's in mine. We'll have to
It
go
seems
to
to be there for.
So it is that big patch of stuff back there. Okay. Big patch of cement back there. That away. Should be an actual runway here somewhere. What do I know? What do I know? Should be right here. According to your little map, right here. Look, it's just a field, Andrew. Look. Or is this the actual runway right here? Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Out here in the middle of nowhere.
Like where Mia Scully
Ah.
is. That's the runway.
Yeah. That's an actual runway. Okay. Sure. Sure. Mia, I'm right behind you, and I better pull over here because I'm going to end up crashing into you. Look what you're flying. Look what you are flying. It's a familiar looking plane. Look, we got the sky full of Gabriels, you guys. Gabriels. So if you guys tuned in to Murph yesterday to see Lord Frights showing up there again, how was that? Was it good? Did they uncover new stuff? Was it fun? Peter Selly, gifted subs. You guys, it's a day of gifting. I'm always surprised when that happens. It's like, you guys are amazing. This keeps the stream alive. It does. It costs money for everything. For Twitch, for the Discord server, for the royalty-free music, for everything we do here. It costs money. Plus, if we don't get gifted a plane that we can test, then we have to buy it for the stream. So, you know, sometimes we have to buy planes also so that you guys can see what they're supposed to look like. So there are costs involved. I take no profit. This is not a profit-making endeavor. So I really appreciate it when you guys do gift subs, because that keeps the stream alive. It really does. And just so you know, and I don't want to, you know, Andrew's heard it a lot of times, I don't want to dwell on the fact that 2.5 years ago, the stream almost stopped completely. We just said that's enough of that. We weren't making enough to keep it alive. I was paying money out of my pocket to keep it going, and we were being harassed, and you know, it was a mess back then. And you guys, with your subs, kept it alive and made it happen. I better take my gear up if I'm going to try to fly formation here. So I do appreciate it. On a serious note, honestly, it's a thrill. I really appreciate it. I can't believe it. You guys are keeping it alive and making it happen, and we just
Charles.
love it. It's like, oh my gosh. I didn't say that so you would reach deeper in your pocket. Holy moly. Holy moly, that's amazing. Thank you for that. Thank you very much for that. And Mia, I think I just passed you because my throttles are still pedal to the metal, trying to live up to my name. So sorry about that. I was trying to follow you for a while there, but I got distracted by the chat. You know what I mean? All right, whatever river this is, I'm going in. Let's see if I can go inverted this time again. It's not supposed to do it, you guys. I mean, it can. In real life, it's unstable, and I found it was unstable also. Right up to red line and pull it up. Here we go. Let's see what I can do. I tried an aileron roll yesterday, or a Tuesday, and it didn't work so well. That's going to work. That can work, as long as I stay steady. If I tried to do an aileron roll, I would drop about 2,000 feet, and I don't have 2,000 feet underneath. Well, I do, just barely. Yeah, Surly Dev, I would like to say, I would like to say formally,
Thank you very much. Thank you. No, thank you.
You know, it's just unbelievable that he would do that, and for the stream. I really appreciate your generosity, honestly. It's amazing. All right, if I push forward, I have not much authority here. It's just mushing down. So, you know, it's not like conventional planes. I really don't have a lot of authority here. I'm just, my yoke is all the way in. If I pull back, yeah, it'll do one of those. Oh, really snaps around. Wow. Which is going to be real. I probably pulled quite a few G's. Look at the flashing red. Oof. Oof. Better get that. You know, I do have all the damages turned on, so I'm probably hurting the plane already. Pretty wild. But you can see, you guys, you know, these longer wings, the aileron rolls are very lazy and inefficient, so you got to be careful with that. But, you know, it's not made to be an aerobatic plane, but it certainly, they do spin training in it. I've been doing the research before the lesson. They do spin training. This is like a military trainer because it's in tandem and it looks like a military cockpit with controls down both arms, right? And it's beautiful. I love it. So they would be taking people up in these as a trainer airplane before they go further, right? Not rated for aerobatics. That's right. Yeah, that's right, Heist. It's not rated for aerobatics, and that's why you're seeing, you know, really dismal performance here trying to do aerobatics. But it's certainly a military trainer. So going up and doing, putting it into a stall, having a wing over, taking it into a spin as you tighten that turn, all that stuff can happen. So maybe, you know, I'll do a gradual climb here while we go over and take a look at Andrew's machine, and maybe Mike's streaming too. I haven't looked. And I'll get up some altitude here. Let's see. Yep, I'm climbing here. About 1,000 feet a minute. I think it's rated at 14. Max is 1450 feet per minute for this thing. With a Cessna 172 engine, you know. Let's just go here. I can see who's there. Yep, Mike's streaming, and so is Andrew. Andrew's up in the air. So let's go over there. And I'm climbing to get altitude here. I'm going to do a stall spin at 4,000 or 5,000 feet. So that's what I'm heading for. Just to test. I didn't test that on Tuesday. We just tested stalls. So we'll see what that looks like, right? Charles Farmer says, I leave to never read a manual. I have to never read a manual while sitting in a mechanical bed that can change positions. I read TV mode and it about folded me like a taco. My eyes were near my knees when I finally got it to stop. I shouldn't be laughing. That sounds like you were totally stressed. It's like, the bed is eating me. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. It's not funny. It's not funny, yeah. Blow the canopy. How do we do that, Heist? You saw it happen on probably on Murph's stream. How does that happen? How do you blow the canopy?
Apparently, if you open it,
While in flight?
greater than 80 knots, apparently, from what they were saying earlier.
Well, I'm at 100 right now, so let's do it, right? I mean, let's
Yeah,
give it
well,
a
you've
shot.
got stresses turned on. You're liable to crash your plane, and you're still on my screen.
I'm still on your screen. You're right. Thank you for saying that. Okay, so there, I zoomed into the canopy. I am going 100 knots. I'm almost, yeah, I could even do the stall spin thing right now. Why don't we do that first? Because if I don't have a canopy, maybe I won't
before
be
you
able
break the before you break the plane.
Before I break it, yeah. It's super time. My bed is eating me because I have springs coming out of it. Oh yeah, you need a new mattress. You should go to Sleep Country. Sleep Country, Canada. Yeah, because you're in Canada. Why buy a mattress anywhere else? You know what I mean? I know a lot of you won't hear you know the humor in that, but I'm just quoting a commercial, you know. What's her name? McGee is her name, I think. Choo choo! Thanks for the stream, you guys. Thanks for the hype. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. You desperately need a new bed. Well, Super Ty, if you start working, you too can have a new bed. Honestly, you know. Dale was like, we're seeing the same thing that happened with Dale, right, Andrew? You know, one day, you know, Dale was on every stream. He was our admin. He's still our admin on
Couldn't get
Discord.
rid of him. So every time you
Every
turned
single
around,
day,
there was Dale.
we always had a link. I mean, Srap is quicker at the draw with the links than Dale was. We actually thought Dale came back as Srap, right? Because he's just got the links for everything, right? So you know, one day Dale wasn't there. You know, Andrew and I, before the stream starts, I wonder where Dale is. Didn't show up for the whole stream. Next stream, didn't show up at all. It's like, uh-oh, I hope Dale's okay. He comes back on stream a while later, yeah, and he goes, I got a job.
Work is hard.
Work is hard. Yeah, it's like we both know the quote, right? It's like, work is hard. Yeah. Those of us who are retired, well, that's why we're smiling now. You know what I mean? Yeah, Super Ty says, yeah. He knows. Yeah. So, Charles Farmer, how does mechanical bed folding up on you? Wow. And you were reading the manual when that happened. That's quite the story. We need a visual. Can you post something on YouTube with it? We need a visual. All right, so let's go out here.
I think I may have found the castle that Stefan was talking about on Tuesday night, but I'm not sure.
I got this, you guys, and now I'm getting these messages. Is this a new Twitch overlay that I didn't ask for? I'm getting messages pop up here now in black. I don't have any idea what that is now in my sim.
No, I think it might be Discord. There was an overlay
Discord.
on.
Oh,
There was
Discord
an
overlay.
overlay that was showing up on mine about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and it was kind of annoying. So I had to fart around and find where it was to turn it off.
Charles Farmer
Because it was
says
doing-
it was voice activated. It listens for commands. And what did you say? Fold? You said clap on, clap off. Yeah, voice activated. I don't know. What if you talk in your sleep? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. So I'm high enough, you guys, and look, 8,000 feet. I'm going to get dizzy up here. So let's just take it into a stall, let the wing fall, and then take it into a spin. Let's see how she works. It's better to visualize this from the outside. As a matter of fact, why don't I open up Flight Recorder? Why don't I open up Flight Recorder, you guys? For those who don't know how or ever heard of such a thing, all my students use this tool. And this is the tool. It's a very simple tool. This is the Flight Recorder from High. It works in 2024 also. And in here, it's a very simple, easy tool. It records it's like a black box recorder. And we can turn around and play back anytime and see what's happening. And I use this to analyze the performance videos, the performance flights that my students send me, and then I issue them their certificates or whatever, right? So we just hit record. You can see it's recording here. These are all the frames it's recording of my flight right now, which is not very exciting. But later on, I'll stop it and replay it, and I'll show it to you from the outside. But for now, I'll fly it from the inside, which is what I'm used to while it's recording. I'm going to fly it from here. I'm going to cut the power first. I'm going to take it up to a stall. I thought I had the HUD on the outside. Oh, I'm inside the cockpit, that's why. Okay. And it's falling right off. I mean, now I'm going to turn it. As it starts to turn, a lot of people will try to pull up. All right, it's going straight down. Oh my gosh. So we're going to try to pull up. It's actually going to work. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Let me get back into some spin. Wow, there we go. Now we're into it. There we go. Oh, that looks great. First time I did one of these, I thought I was going to die. All right, so one of the things you do is ease the yoke. Don't pull it back all the way. Right rudder to try and... Wow, it really is violent. Right rudder to come out, and as we come out of it... Wow, look at this. Huh. I didn't try this before, you guys. And then we give it some power to come out of it. I can't get out of it. I can't get out of it. I'm in trouble. Should I put the gear down and bounce? Like the scrapyard monster? Like that, okay. And ease out. Whew. Boy, I tell you, my palms are sweaty, you guys. I've done this for years in real planes too. And it wasn't that bad. I think I probably stressed the engine too. Is it still running? It is. I'm still running. Whew. 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 So you guys, this is the kind of stuff people do. I have had spin training. In the 90s, it was still in the curriculum for Canada, for private pilot. And so the first 3 times, thanks for that, Zybok. The first 2 or 3 times, I was scared silly. I thought we were going to die. And once I got the hang of it, and the instructor said, you know, keep your hands lightly on the controls and feel what happens. And then after the 3 times, and I finally figured out what's going on, I said, okay, let me try it. So at 6,000 feet, we did the same thing. All I saw was blue, green, blue, green, blue, green, and I pulled out of the thing, and it was so exhilarating, I said, let's do it again. And we climbed back up to 6,000 feet, and we tried it again, and again, and again. I think we did 6 more in that session, and the instructor was getting dizzy. And the instructor said, Howard, we have to go back to the airport now. I said, one more time. I was like a kid, right? I was like, let's do it once more. And it was like, yeah, that's it. Didn't work so well. Peter Sally, thanks for your subs and thanks for being here. Thanks for the well wishes for the good stream, right? It is that hour, right? I get it. Yeah, so thanks for tuning in at this late hour. We really appreciate it. Come back again soon. And don't forget, this Saturday, it's moderator stream, you guys. Ace is actually pushing the button to start the stream happening, but you'll see Andrew and the gang all showing up. Come and fly with them. I'll be at Oshkosh, or not Oshkosh, I'll be at Sun and Fun. They're not going to like it when I say that. Let's try that. Yeah, what are you doing over there, Howard? There's nobody happening there. I'll be at Sun and Fun, and so I can't do the stream, and I'm very lucky and honored that Ace can actually pull it off for me, and Andrew can be there, and Mike, and the whole gang. So come Saturday, guys, we're still having a group fly. There won't be one the following Saturday because there's nobody to fill in, but that'll be a lot of fun. That'll be our next stream. Tuesday, by the way, before you go, Peter Sellian, if you haven't gone already, our Tuesday lesson is actually on the Pilatus PC-12, you guys. That's the Tuesday after this Tuesday, so it'll be April 8th. And the reason we're doing this is I've got high demand for I've had it for a while now, high demand for this plane because it is in career mode and a lot of people are mishandling it. So I'm diving in. I've been diving in lately so I can get this ready. I'm going to head out all next week. I can't touch this thing, so I'm going to have to get the lesson ready now and when I come back. That'll be on April 8th, and let me just check my flight here. And on the following week after that, on April 15th, will be Charlie Meyer Flyer, who's here in chat with us. will be the Tuesday lesson from Stick and Rudder book. And that book is a must-have for every pilot, whether they're sim or in real life. And this book called Stick and Rudder has been around for forever, and it's the staple for all pilots. So come for that one too. That's our next 2 Tuesdays after next week, April 8th and April 15th. And that's on our website too if you want to go check it out. I thought I'd mention it because some of you do have to go. It's late. So thanks for tuning in and thanks for being here. I appreciate it. All right, so let's go back to, just to show you guys how this works. With a flight recorder, we just say stop. I forgot we were recording. All this stuff here we don't need to see. That's just me climbing back up. So here's what we can do, you guys. We can replay, and then I'll show you another feature in a minute. But so we're going to go to replay like this. And when I hit, I'm going to take it off screen so I can show you from here. When I hit replay, it's going to start from the beginning where I was at altitude. And now you can go inside the plane or outside the plane or any angle in between. And you can watch what's going to happen. You can see I'm at altitude here. I'm going to start dropping here, and I couldn't get it to spin. I was just stalling and I was kind of mushing in. So nothing eventful there, but here's the big event right here. Look at this. This was the part that was scary. And we're going to see what's going to happen there. And then as soon as we see this happen, then we'll go and take a look at Dr. No Thumb, who's up flying. We're going to look at Mike, who's up flying, and we're going to look at Andrew. So there we go, the little dip there. The wing fell. I'm looking at it from this angle. We'll look at it from any angle you want while you're doing this replay. And I was actually, my nose was too far down, too much nose down. I was already picking up speed. So here we go again. Now here's the stall. And when I went inverted like this, I thought, yep, this is it. There we go. Now we're in. And you just keep the yoke all, to hold this attitude, just keep the yoke all the way back, tighten that turn. It's just violent in this plane. It's just, and they're going to take every pilot who's in that front seat, every student is going to go through this in this plane, and they're going to think that that's it, this is it. Can I text my wife while I'm here? So because it's goodbye. And so then luckily you do your inputs properly to pull out, and you gradually pull back out again and give it some power. And so that's the idea. First is you want to get some speed over the wings, but you want to give it opposite rudder also to stop that spin that we're having. And then we finally level out. And then, I kept it running without turning it off. Now, the nice thing is that you can just pause it, go back, and now this time let's look at it from inside the plane. And where did it go? Yeah, that's why I take it off screen. Right here. And now I'll move it over to where we were really going into the spin. This is what's cool about it, you guys. Right about here is where it started. What does it look like from inside? Well, I think that was the view I already had. So you guys saw it from the inside, right? And once you see that, you just go, oh, we are in a SpaceX booster, right? And we're going into land. Train horn. Is it? Oh, my Discord might be open on my streaming machine. Is that what it is? Yeah, it could be that. Boy, you can hear the structure crackling, right? Crunching. Look how close I am to the ground. What does it say? 2,000 feet. I lost 4,000 feet. That's not good. In a typical spin, I mean, you can leave it as long as you want, but typically we only want to lose 1,000 to 2,000 feet, and then you've still got a buffer of about 4,000 below you. So, it's a sim, so we don't worry too much about it. Let me just show you this, you guys. I'm going to stop the replay. It'll just continue on where it is all by itself, so you now have control. All right? Now, what I want to do is I want to show you a really nice feature, you guys. Watch this. From this position here, I'm going to say replay is AI, and it gives us this screen. Replay is AI, and it gives us this screen. See, it's just falling on its own now because I'm not flying it. So I'm going to hit, I'm going to have to move them off the screen. But anyway, I'm going to play 3 different planes now on the same track. Is that cool or what? But it'll get rid of my screens. I won't be able to press play, so hold on. Let's go here. It's just free flying right now. Hold on. So I'm going to say on this screen, I'm going to hit replay. So there's our normal replay. And then I'm going to hit replay on the second one. Oh, wait a minute. Then I'm going to hit replay on the third. Just give me a second, you guys. And then now, they should be right behind me. Ah, there's one of them right there. There's both of them right there. One there, one there. Everything I'm about to do, they will do the same. Look. Is this cool or what? There, I'm doing the dip. So I'm just going to move the camera so I can see them. And the other ones should follow. They should also dip and come down. Wow, I'm going to have to look at the front view or something. Okay, let's go here. 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 Oh, I can't even get a front view. There we go. Well, I'm not going to see the other planes, but they're all going to spin at the same time. So I guess drone camera would be in order, you guys. Let's see if we can look up above and see them all spinning towards us. No, there's no way. Yeah! You guys want to go and pay a lot of money on a roller coaster? Just pay a lot of money and go for spin training. At first it's very disorienting, but okay, fine. This isn't a very good demo. I should be using drone camera. Let's just zoom out as far as I can. And there they are, up there spinning around also. As I pull out, you'll see them again, but I could have brought them in a little closer, I guess. But that's what's really cool about it, is you can have a bunch of them following each other. And you guys might remember when we did the landing at Sun and Fun, the Lake Parker approach, when Andrew and I were sitting in the tent booth, announcer's booth, you saw a bunch of them coming in and practicing one after the other. That's exactly what I used. I did one complete circuit, and then I just did a bunch of AI circuits, and they were all following each other in for landing practice. Right? Pretty cool, right? My mic picked up the horn from a nearby train track, so I heard planes overflying at one point in a fire truck. Your headphones are probably a higher setting than it is on stream. Yeah, it's not on here. This is only used for say intentions, for talking to ATC. It's a studio mic, which is supposed to be pointed right at my mouth. So, just like they do in the movies, it's a Canon microphone and a Sennheiser, and it's not supposed to be picking up everything outside. So it's way more sensitive than I thought it was, yeah. Anyway, let's go back and turn off all of these guys. Stop replay, stop replay, stop replay. There we go, and close all of those. And now I'm in normal flight again. And who knows where I am now. All right, I said I would go over and take a look at Dr. No Thumb. Let's go. Look at that. He's doing what he does, you guys. You want to see more of this, you come Saturday. He will always do this sort of thing on a Saturday. He'll follow a road or a river, and it will be hair-raising like that. And we'll play some, you know, some heavy music, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, Charlie, absolutely. Being inside the plane in spin training, just like in real life, you'd be watching the ball, you'd be taking a look. Still knowing the standard inputs to get out of it is a good thing. But certainly watching the ball, and you know, this is something that Charlie and I will unveil on our lesson on the 15th, where we talk about some of the details from Stick and Rudder book. And it's important for you to know how your plane is acting in. Super Ty says, I'll one day become a Dr. No Thumb 2.0. It's something to aspire to, you guys. Absolutely. Move over to Noiseboy Mike, see what he's doing with his plane. Look, it's the same airplane. Isn't that amazing? We've got a bunch of Gabriels in the sky with diamonds. You know what I mean? To quote a song. And, oh yeah, it's Lucy in the sky with diamonds. I know, I just altered it. And
Yeah, these
where are you heading, Mike?
and these antennas right here. It's right north of the airport we were just at.
Oh.
I noticed Load Nav map showed a restricted area up to 1,100 feet, and that's why.
Wow. So we could go in there and do a lot of damage. How's that for devious? Cool. Way cool. The Maverick Mike. Hello. How you doing, man? Yeah, we know what you mean, Super Ty. Yeah, absolutely. It's something we can all aspire to. Fly like Dr. No Thumb, absolutely. Let's go over and see what Andrew's up to. He's having a look at the hand-stitched leather seat, you guys. Isn't that impressive? It really is hand-stitched leather seat. That's real impressive, Andrew. You must be looking at another screen. But you know, when you guys look at my screen, I am redlining at 180 knots. Look at this. I am causing so much damage to this thing. I don't deserve this airplane. I'm abusing the thing. You know what I mean? And like, you'll never see it get that fast in real life because you're just wrecking the darn thing. I'm going to bring it in for a landing again without gear. You know what I mean? Just so we can see it again, yeah. What's almost
And the amount
time?
of-
What's almost
amount
time?
of extra fuel you've burned too, because you were at 3/4 of a shoulder and now you're at half a shoulder.
I had to think about it. I did get it. I got it, Mike. I did get it. And your sense of humor matter. You got it. You really make me think, you know? Yeah, cruising speed's 115. Cruising speed's 115, if I remember correctly. It certainly can go up to 160, but it's usually in a dive, yeah. Sun and fun. You're flying down there Monday. Maverick might come find me. Oh, wait a minute. Monday. Okay, Monday you're flying in. I might see you on the flight line. I'm over on Foxtrot, and you'll probably be coming in taxiing on Delta. I'm not doing Delta, but my friend is doing Delta. You'll see us holding back the crowd so they don't come near your propellers, right? That's what you're going to see. I'm not doing anything to this plane. Look at it. It looks great. It's a self-flying plane. I am in trouble. I am so in trouble. See, look. Do something, Howard. Do something. I can't even pull this thing back to level very easily. Look at that. That is not for that speed. That should have been more responsive than that. So I have no idea where I am. I'll look over on Little Nav map just to see if I'm anywhere near you guys, but I don't think so.
12 miles away.
Boy, is that impressive. Look at this. I was doing nothing and it automatically went into this holding pattern. Look at this. Oh, that's cool. Look at it. That's what was happening, and now I pulled out of it before I hit the ground. Yeah, here's the power lines, and I think I'm heading in the right direction. Yeah, I am. I'll just follow this road. IFR, I'll follow roads. Now, speaking of IFR, although I have a course out there of my own on udemy.com, I have to mention, you guys, there is an IFR new course by the same person, the same airline pilot, who made all the other FS Academy courses that we previewed before. And he's got a new one out. I forget what the name. I think it's called Interceptions or Interceptor or something like that. I should have looked at it again, but I saw it. And it's a new course that he's made. I think it actually is a training course that speaks to you like an instructor does. So it's even better than my course. But I thought I'd mention it for those who want to check it out. If you are interested in my course, just for being in chat and being live with us today, just say so and I'll get you a discount. All right, if you're interested in that. And those of you who are already tier 2 and 3 subscribers, a tier 3 subscriber will have all my courses for free. I haven't mentioned that for a long time, but that's true. All my courses for free. My beginner, intermediate, advanced fixed wing, my IFR, and my helicopter course. They would all come to you free if you are a tier, the maximum tier for this. You see, I just have to follow the road. I found you guys, but I don't see any tags. Oh, there they are. Heading out there. I can't believe this is 160 knots. It does not feel like it. You know? Huh. I guess we'll feel like it as I'm coming in for landing. Hi says, I'll get to Sun and Fun next year. Oshkosh, definitely in July. I've been spending my birthday there the last couple of years. Yeah, I was there 2 years ago. Absolutely loved every minute of it. It's just the cost of flying internationally, Canada to US. I do have friends there. I can camp at their site. They got a big enough campsite. I can put my little 2-man tent in the corner. So it's not a matter of the cost of staying there. It's just prohibitive. And I'm using up days in the USA where I could be having those days during the winter. So, you know, that's one of the reasons two of the reasons that I'm not going again this year. I get a press pass, you guys. I can get into almost anything with it. Almost anything. I couldn't get on the Ford Tri-Motor, even though I flashed my media badge. Didn't work that time. but I'm media. That's nice. Yeah. Yeah, Hi says slower than 172, not a chance. I mean, I'm at 180 knots right now, so I'm not quite sure. Maybe the spin kind of wrecked something here, but This doesn't feel like 180 knots, you know? Even though I'm low to the ground. It really does feel slower. And certainly the aileron control. At this speed, I should have a lot greater aileron authority over my wing rolls here, but it's very lackluster on the wing rolls. What were you going to say, Mike?
I was wondering how they get so much speed out of this engine when it's the same one in a 172. So, I mean, I know the retractable landing gear makes a difference, but I wonder what else gives it so much speed.
Composite construction and very streamlined compared to a 172. Look at it. You know, it's just a streamlined baby, right?
That's true. It's probably lighter. Yeah.
That'll help a lot. Yeah. Hi says I was thinking around 182, right? Not 172. Yeah. Yeah. There's the antenna up there. The no-fly zone where I'm going in right now. I am so devious that you didn't know this side of me, Mike. You know, firewall forwarder's going in. I don't know.
I flew in between them, but I didn't hit a guy wire like I did that time with Ace at that airport.
That'll happen, right? These things typically have guy wires holding them up, right?
Yeah,
Steel cables.
They are present. I just don't know if they are a collision item or not.
Right. Brazilian made named Anaquim. That thing is the fastest 4-cylinder plane, bar none. Well, let's hope they bring it to the sim. Yeah, you can see the guy wires for sure. Yeah. Okay then. This is not an extra 300 look. Trying to do turns on a pylon. Oof, there's one. Come back around quick, hard, quick. I even got full rudder, left rudder. I can't make the next one. Can I make it? No, yeah. Made it. Yeah, so you're not going to be doing anything fancy with this plane anytime soon. I'm actually surprised at that. But yeah, those are pretty realistic looking. This is stock, right? We haven't added any scenery. That's kind of cool. And apparently, in 2024, all antennas are exactly the kind of antenna they should be. That's what they look like in real life.
That's because 2024 has We Love VFR built in.
It's built in. We had to add it on before, you guys, right?
Yep.
Cool to see a 280 plus knot 4-cylinder in the sim, but it's one of a kind. Yeah, but so is the GB, or I don't know, what was it? We've had a, hey, we did the Spruce Goose. That was one of a kind too, right? We had 10 of them in the sky. 10 Spruce Gooses were landing in Vancouver Harbor. We broke the record on that one. That's for sure.
The Spruce Geese.
Spruce Geese, that's it. Spruce Geese, Mike. Just kills me. That's great. Back to Dr. No Thumb. Now he's a float plane. Ooh, underneath a low bridge. You see what I mean? Look up the Turbine Legend. Turbine Legend, Nick says. Okay. Hey, you guys, welcome, Nick. Another VIP tuned into the channel tonight. How you doing, Nick? How's it going? Yeah, Kiwi Craig remembers the Spruce Goose stream where we all 10 of us in the Spruce Goose landed in the Vancouver Harbor, one after the other. Was pretty cool. That was a fun stream. Yeah, we've had so many fun streams. I wish I saved them all, you guys. I have saved some. I'll put them up on my Ko-Fi page where anybody who wants them can throw $3 at me or something, and eventually that might add up for the more popular ones. And anything helps, right? Wow, there's a nice big roundabout right below me. Take a look at this. Look at the size of that roundabout.
Dr. No Thumbs.
I was, yeah. No, I turned it over immediately, so you'll see the delay, Andrew. But thanks. Yeah, look at that beside us here. You want to have a roundabout on a freeway, freeway. I don't know what you would call it. Major highway. Look at that. It's surprisingly quiet, the plane. We're on the outside view and it's surprisingly quiet. Maybe my volume's just turned down, right? On sim volume. Let's have a look here. Oh yeah, I've turned it down. Wait a minute. Does that sound like an egg beater? What does that sound like?
Yeah, it is a unique sound.
Very unique. Definitely quieter here. All right, and you guys were saying something about open the canopy? Okay. Do we open it from the outside? Oh, we can't. Got to open it from in here. I think it was Shift 5. Yep, Shift 5. Okay. Unlock it. Here we go. Ready. And then I'll switch to the outside view. Ready, set, boom.
That
Well-
blew right off.
It really had a nice sound, didn't it? It made a nice pop. And guess what? It's just as noisy inside now. But what a view! What a view! Except the wind is tearing up my eyes. I'm having a hard time seeing. Yeah, I'll turn the volume down. The sound effects are amazing. Yeah, every little lever. Even when we were having the stress of the spin, you guys, we were hearing that. Oh yeah, here's a big airport. Let's do this.
You mean the airport we started
We
out
took
at?
off from. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's probably it. That wasn't supposed to happen. I was supposed to... puts me back on track. What's with that? It was supposed to kill the thing. I guess I have to be do a more gentle landing. All right, let's turn that down. That's it. We're gonna take it in for a belly landing. If I were doing that in real life, I would take it to the field for that instead of scraping it along the asphalt. But you know, I see a lot of videos of emergency landings where they actually will slide down the runway. For the first while, you'll still have rudder authority to do alignment, but after a while, you won't even have that. So you're going to eventually turn a bit and slide sideways, kind of thing. Okay, Kiwi Craig, I'm coming in. I'm coming in hot. My gear won't come down. I'm in trouble. What are we going to do? My canopy. I lost my canopy. You lost another canopy? Oh, over here. Over here, Howard. Over here. See if I can do this a lot more gently than I did the last time. I don't even have flaps on. Testing SU2. Okay, I'll read that in a second here. I'm going to try to pull this in before we run out of runway. Man, is it ever coming in hot. I'm on low idle too. Just doing a flyby. Yeah, there's no way I can't even get this thing down at this speed. There we go. Come on, do it. Do it. Do it. There we go. Nice. Look at the speed of the thing. Yeah, I guess it is going fast. That's a no flap landing. Oh, I see. I got more brakes if I take a wing down. Yeah. Hi, neighbors. How's it going? I better put a wing down or something. Oh, this is what he was talking about. Lord Freitz was mentioning that the thing still drifts when you're stopped. That's smoke and everything. I don't think it's the wind, or else the smoke wouldn't stay behind, right? It can't be a wind thing.
No, it's a glitchy.
But take a look at the prop, you guys. It's in trouble. I thought it stopped at one point, but boy, it's still going. But look at the propellers all broken. The bottom cowling's off. The canopy disappeared somewhere back there. Some poor sucker's got it sitting in his backyard going, what do I do with this? Looks expensive. Isn't that wild? All right, let's go back over to Mike, who is just doing a nice, very low landing. He's scud running, as they say. That's the term, you guys, scud running. When you're very low and you're trying to stretch it in there. If you have an engine failure in this scenario, he would just drop to the ground. This is why you don't come in on low angles. But, drug runners do that, Mike. They come in under the radar. They do what's called scud running under the radar, yeah. Just what you're doing right now. And he made it! No engine failure! NTSB will find the canopy. Yeah, and I'm in trouble. I am in big trouble, right? Let's see. No, it's not a Rotax, Dijing. It's the same as the 172. It's the IO320. And it's the same exact engine as the 172, believe it or not. So I was surprised. It sounds like a Rotax, doesn't it? Let's see. Nick says turbine is your next plane. Well, we're going to learn a bit about turbines on April 8th I'll be doing the PC-12 by popular demand. I'm getting so many requests for that. I just like, okay, I'll do it. That'll be on April 8th, you guys. That's the lesson, the PC-12. It's used in career mode. A lot of people are using it for cargo runs because it makes the most amount of money. And so that's what they're using. Everybody's using it, but nobody knows how to fly it, apparently. So that's what we're going to figure out. And there's plenty of you here on this channel that already know how to fly it because you've been flying planes of similar configuration, similar kind of engine. And let me come back over to here and show you that. There we go. That's what we're going to do on April 8th, you guys. And then the following week afterwards, Charlie and I will be presenting the Stick and Rudder book, and Charlie's going to be giving away this book, his copy of the book, during that stream. We're going to take a big lesson out of there. We're going to cover a number of topics. We're still formulating that. It does say right on the cover over 250,000 copies in print, and it could be even more than that because it's been in print since 1940, I think, Charlie, right?
44.
Or well, I think 1940 he first wrote it, but I think it just kept going.
My
from
copy
there.
says my copy says copyright 44. So.
All right. So then I trust you. You always come up with the detailed stuff, right? But
renewed in 72.
yeah, and it's still in print and it's still being sold. And I just bought this one for here. I have one of these, a copy of this back in Toronto, but I needed it here. So that's what's coming up. I'm going to read some more in here. So you going to give us any more hints there, Nick? You say next with a capital N. Is that a hint? You going to give us an idea? What kind of plane we talking about, huh? Yeah, let's go have a look at Dr. Northam. What he... Ooh! Doesn't that take your breath away? Take my breath away. Ooh, he's in a city. Ooh. He's in Paris. I get that. I get that. He's going to try it, Andrew. He's going for it. There he goes. Here he goes. The Arc de Triomphe. Look at this. Ooh. How did he survive that? The wingspan on this thing is too wide. It should have crashed. How did that even happen? So this isn't far away, you guys. I mean, you probably just flew there, Dr. No Thumb. This isn't far away from where we are. The scrapyard airstrip and the airport we were just at is in France. So I'm not sure how far away, but I could certainly look at my little land map and figure it out. But certainly there's the landmark of Paris. You know, the interesting part is when they were first building the Eiffel Tower, the French didn't want it. They thought it was this ugly structure that looks unfinished. Honestly, you guys, I mean, there's the subway station. He's flying through the subway station right now, underneath that structure. There's the fountains leading up to the river, and the river then in underneath the Eiffel Tower. And some planes have flown under here. As a matter of fact, I think a Mosquito was one of them, Andrew. Flew under here illegally at one point. We've done a lot of flights through this area. We've done a lot of challenges going underneath the Eiffel Tower and heliports also when we were looking at airplane or helicopters. We've had a lot of fun here. And in real life, I've had a ball here going on cruises. And when the last time my wife and I were here was 2019, we rented a nice little red Vespa and we buzzed all over the city looking at stuff. It was so much fun. That is really nicely done, isn't it? Beautiful. All right, let me see what's happening in chat. The video of the pilot hitting a low-hanging wire on final. Took his canopy and almost his head off. Heist, no, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it. It'll just make me shudder, right? So, Flipper, I started to read that, but I was trying to come down to do a belly landing. So you're testing SU2 beta. I fly GA, some issues, but we shall see. Okay, so that's all you can tell us so far. Okay. Sorted Dev gives you the stats on that. I think, Nick, you were asking about that. The IO320 D1B. 160 horsepower at 2700 RPM. And I had that in the Tuesday lesson. I didn't have the compression ratio, but I did have the fact that it was a Hartzell 3-blader. Look at you. That information, right? This plane is a must-have, DJing says. And so is the RV7, the RV8, and anything else that you make, DJing. You know what I mean? No, not Continental, Kiwi Craig. It's Lycoming. Surly Dev says it sips fuel like a 172 being flown by a Vicar, but because of the tandem seating, it can fly further and faster. Well, there you go, the tandem seating too. I was just saying the composite design, how sleek it is, but that makes sense. A 172 is double wide, you guys. Look at these buildings, they look great. Super Ty says, I'd be shocked if that's your next plane after the Scout. Sorry for the spoiler. What did he say that we missed? Huh? What did he say, Andrew? Did Nick give us something? He did say turbine, but he didn't say...
No, we've the Scout's been babbled about for a while, so...
Okay. 1972 copy with 250,000 copies in print. All right, so that was a 1972 copy with 250,000 in print. Yeah, but this one is a brand new, just bought, came from Amazon a few days ago, and it still says on it over 250,000 copies in print. That's that cover. Oh, and I see the hardcover itself is bare. Yep. I'll have to check the one I have at home. I've had that one for 30 years or something now. So I'll see what it says on there. Cool. Stick and rudder, you guys. It's a must-have. Wait till you see it. We'll be checking it out. Didn't you do a stream where we flew through the Eiffel? Yes, absolutely, Kiwi Craig. You remember it. Yep. Don't know what plane we were testing, but we had a ball. We also did it with helicopters. As soon as helicopters became native. So that would be Sim Update, Jeepers, and I don't remember. In 2020, the big update, Andrew, where helicopters became native. And we started flying helicopters through the Eiffel Tower.
Okay, Charlie. See you later.
See you, Charlie.
Saturday.
Take care. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I'll have a great time at Sun and Fun. It's going to be long, hot, tiring days, and I'll crawl into my tent and drop like a rock. And then I'll be in the chairman's meetings at 7:30 every morning where the air boss talks about what's going to happen that day. So up very early and a long a day, especially on the Wednesday and the Saturday where we got 2 air shows, one in the afternoon and one in the evening at night. Night air shows are great. Yeah. Super Ty says, I'll keep my howler monkey mouth shut since I'm sure that it will come out in 2 to 3 years. Howler monkey mouth. We have a new handle for Super Ty. Once he starts flying, we already know his handle. Hey, Howler. That actually happens to be the nickname of my Tesla, you guys. You can name your car right in the settings. My Tesla is actually nicknamed Howler. Here he goes through the arc. Oof! This is the famous arc when they came back from battles. All the troops came through this area, you guys, in France, yeah, in Paris. And he did it again without breaking his wings. That's amazing. We couldn't use. We had to use I think it was the Cap 10 or Cap 40. Andrew, the short wing.
Captain.
Oh, sorry, your mic must be dropped. What did you say?
The Cap 10.
Cap 10, yeah. Because it had shorter wingspan, right? That's what we used to do, right? Nick said what he was making. Just look up the chat. Okay. Arc de Triomphe. Yeah, absolutely. Surely, Dev, yeah. The howler monkey is my favorite animal. So, because my name's Howard, so we had a husky for years that would do the howl. I mean, huskies do that, right? You just have to start it yourself, and all of a sudden the husky would go in and do it, right? So, and I took that husky sound clip and I put it into my Tesla so that when you hit the horn, legally it still has to make a horn sound, but then you can have any sound you want afterwards. And I put in that howler sound, and then it was probably my grandchildren started calling it, and we're going to call it Howler. So that's how my Tesla got its name. And so when you said howler monkey, is like, that's a good handle, right? It's your favorite animal, yeah. Ace of Spades is in the house, you guys. He'll be hosting the session on Saturday. And any hints where you'll be going, Ace? And look at this. Dr. No Thumb is following beautifully Mia Scully. Look at this. Formation flying, both of them in the Gabriel, except, Dr. No Thumb goes under, and it doesn't always work out well. Over to you, Mike. And look at the helicopters. Look at all the airplanes. Over to you, Andrew. And he's doing a config. Oh, he's doing, yeah, okay. Cool. Back to me. And you haven't decided yet. So you guys make suggestions where you'd like to fly on Saturday. And certainly Ace will consider it. He'll make a flight plan. Him and Andrew will work together, make a flight plan for you guys, and away you go. Dijing is in the C-185F Skywagon Tundra. Is this the new baby? Is this the new one that's just released? Give me a hint. Give me a hint. Dijing, I thought you'd be flying the RB7, man. You know what I mean? Maybe you're tired of it, right? Because you've flown it so much in testing, yeah. So Surly Dev says, Dr. Notham, do a Sully and land on the water. Then you'd be in Cien. In the Cien? No. I don't, you don't say it Cien. How do you say it in French?
Sane.
Is it Seine? Seine? Seine?
That's how I've ever seen it.
I think it's Seine, right? The Seine? I don't know. Somebody tell us phonetically how you say it. Seine, yeah. Surly Dev says Seine too. Okay. All right. Insane. That's it. Yeah, that's it. You can't land a plane on there. There's all kinds of boats and tourists and everything. You know what I mean? So, you guys, what's next? What's next on the list? Ace, what's happening with you? Everything going all right? Work's okay? You're getting time in the sim? What's going on, right? Super Ty says, I have my NDA plane before that. So next plane after that is a Turbine Legend.
Yep.
And you have the model finished already. Oh, wow. Cool. The Seine. Andrew says Seine. Or like Surly Dev says Seine. You never know. You never know. You never know. You never know. All right. So if we were to go to this kind of screen and just see, you know, there's Paris, and where's our plane? Right here. So, you know, there's Greater Paris right there. Charles de Gaulle Airport up here. We're right here. So how long would it take? I mean, this is exactly what Dr. Notham did. He went from here straight into here. Like that. We're right here. You can see the path here, and there's Paris right there. So he just went in. He just went all in. There's the perimeter road right there, I'll bet. But, you know, look at the mess we've been doing. We've been flying everywhere. And down around here is the Scrapyard Lowered Airstrip. L-O-R-D. Look at that. That is cool. So I'm going to have to find that again, Andrew. I guess I already have the Scrapyard Monster installed, but I don't see the scenery, so I don't know what I need to do there. Let's just come back out here for a second. I'm going to go and get the Scrapyard Monster so you guys can see what it looks like, right? Yeah, you did. You followed that river. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Ace says, plenty of time on my forklift. Not nearly enough time in the sim. Maybe you could do both, right? Have a small screen there. And we've all seen the videos where the forklift goes into the stack of stuff in the warehouse and it collapses. And yeah, it says, don't fall asleep on the job, right? Scrap a yard. There we go. Scrap yard. What? No results. What? Okay. Maybe it's not called scrapping.
Try flying fries first.
Monster? No. Really?
Try flying.
Flying P-38 Lightning is in here now, finally. Flying Machine. That's by Nick right there. This is fun, you guys.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on here, hang on here.
Okay, we're hanging on. Hold the phone. An updated version of the Spitfire for Microsoft Flight Simulator is available for download. Wow, Manx. Andrew will want to know that. Let's see. Plenty of time on your forklift. On your forklift. I did have a join us right now. Look at this, you guys. It didn't hit send. This was on Blue Sky. I went to send this before the stream started. It was too early, so I didn't send it, and I never did send it. Mamma mia. If I send it now, people will be disappointed because we're ending up soon. I'll send it anyway. All right, so are you saying hold on because of what? The name of the thing?
No. I was just no.
Or because of the Spitfire?
Spitfire thing.
Scrapyard. There's the Albatross. I can't believe it. I was sure I put it in there. Maybe it's in my beta folder from the early beta. The first beta. Cheapers. I wanted to show you guys what that looks like. Son of a gun. All right. Not doing that. Yeah, I'm full. You know, it never fails to surprise me that every time I go to try another plane, it's not here. It's just 3 different community folders in 2024 so far, you guys. So that's what the problem is, and I don't just move everything over automatically. Flying iron simulations. Oh, you're talking about, yeah. Paris was the first time I had escargot, Nick says. We ate it out of large bowls with a few gallons of wine. A few gallons of wine. Yeah. My wife's vegetarian, so that won't happen there. Yeah. Yeah. Paris is a lot of discovery there, you guys. It's certainly, you know, here's an interesting point. You know, all through college, I was a sous chef. I was, you know, training to be a chef, and you know, that was the way I made money to be able to pay for college. And I've been through college a few times, but you know, the point is that I learned French cuisine. Of course, it was my specialty area, which, you know, the French are known for their cuisine, and French chefs are one of the highest rated in the world. And learning under French chefs, certainly temperamental, but you learn the art of really presenting food properly and of making food properly. And you know, they use butter a lot, which some people would go, oh my gosh, that's so fattening. But in fact, you know, the MCTs in butter are actually better for you than you think. And, you know, they've known that for years. So they cook with butter. In Italy, where my wife lived there for 7 years before I met her, and she speaks fluent Italian, and she learned to cook in Italy from her neighbors and her relatives. And so, you know, her specialty is Italian cooking. My specialty is French cooking. Between the two of us, we've got quite the variety, right? And our children are the benefit of that, because, you know, our 2 boys both know how to cook anything, right? But the taste difference, you know, just the fact that typically the French will use butter in their cooking, and typically the Italians will use olive oil in their cooking because it's so plentiful, right? And very different tastes, very unique, very different tastes. Yeah, so it's just very interesting. Yeah. Anyway, you guys don't want to hear about food, but all right. LFPM Scrapyard Monster Zare Krabby 1 says, okay, let's go over to maybe Andrew. I don't know. No, maybe Mike. Are you anywhere near it? Maybe, if you look around, Mike, maybe. Let's go back to Dr. No Thumb, maybe.
Yeah, I just got on my plane.
He's got it. Dr. No Thumb's in it. And you got it, you said, Mike? You got it from the outside?
Yeah, I just got out of it and shut it down.
Oh, you had it, but then you shut it down. Okay, so Dr. No Thumb's in it, you guys. He's in it. Look at this. This is the Scrapyard Monster. There's what it looks like. Now, we mentioned on stream on Tuesday about how Dougal took this plane and landed it on highways, or bounced on highways all along the flight path, right? We were following a bunch of people. We were in a formation. I was in that stream. It was a riot. And we were all flying Scrapyard Monsters. It was with the Shadow Display team and their stream. And Dougal takes it down to the highway, and I'm following Dougal. And all of a sudden, he takes it down to the highway. It looks like he's going to crash it, you know, just like I did the belly landing earlier. And it goes boing, boing. The tires are still visible. Take a look at it, you guys. Even retracted right now, the tires are still there. The tires can still be used. Now, you'd think it would topple over, but it's going fast enough, I guess, that it doesn't topple over. It's amazing. And so, seeing this thing in action, you guys, this is quite the invention. I mean, whoever thought? So, you know, the premise behind it, it's a fictitious plane. The premise behind it is simply that you go to the scrapyard and you find whatever parts you can and you start welding a plane together. And there's a complete story behind it. When we did the lesson on this, we had Nick on stream with us, and we were talking about it. And we were, sorry, Lord Frights. Sorry, Nick, I'm confusing the two. We had Lord Frights with us, and he was talking about all the features of this thing. And we're talking about the headlight in the front was way too bright. And he said, well, it's just one of those halogen work lights that was in the scrapyard. We put that on the plane. When you take a look at the wings, and you look at the coverings, and you look at the steel structure, and you know, look at the wheels, when you get to the float version, he actually used a bunch of plastic oil canisters or something like that to make the floats. So it was really put together from scrapyard parts. And it looks like it, you know, and so that's what the fun is. I think is it a BMW steering wheel? If you just scroll down a little bit there, Dr. No Thumb, I think it's BMW on the steering wheel, yeah. And anyway, so talk about fun, and Dougal certainly expanded the horizons of what this thing can do, right? Super fast, you guys. You can have it trailing black smoke behind you, and really is a powerful plane. We were flying it out of Oshkosh at the time when we were first testing this thing. And talk about a lot of fun. Look how bright that headlight is. It's like, whew. And yes, there are fries right there in the drawer that opens up. Yep, absolutely. And just a riot and a pleasure and a lot of fun. And, you know, it's fictitious, so there's nothing to compare it to. But it has, I think it's a 12-cylinder. I think it's the fastest engine made for cars. I think it's the fastest engine made for cars. It's a 12-cylinder that's in this baby. That's what he's using, and that's why the thing is so fast, right? The back tail wheel is actually a bicycle tire. Is that funny or what? And it's just an amazing plane. So, you know, there's, you know, we're seeing the Gabriel today, and, you know, on Tuesday's lesson and yesterday's stream with Murph, and you're seeing it today again. We're flying it to Gabriel. But here's the previous project that Lord Frights did, the Flying Fries label, and talk about a lot of fun. Amazing. And there isn't anything we can't do with it. Pretty well. And we'll go take a look at Mike now. Mike's flying the same baby. Look at this. Probably a different livery though, right? Are either one of you flying the Forder livery, or are you picking up just the stock scrap, or what?
I had the livery installed, but it didn't show up in the library. So I gotta see why it didn't.
Oh, okay.
Must not put it in the right thing.
You don't have to though, Mike. I'm not saying you have to, guys. I'm not one of those that I got to see my own livery. But it's just an honor that he would actually make a livery for my plane. And it's got, my livery has a picture of me as a snappy 19-year-old in the Canadian Armed Forces in dress uniform. You know what I mean? And it also has a picture somewhere. Mike's not going to tell you where. It has a picture of Jane. A picture of Jane. She authorized it. I asked her. I got permission. Yeah, we got a picture of Jane in there. Somewhere in the plane, in the Forder livery. You know what I mean? That's cool. All right. Well, this has been a riot. I think we've run out of stuff. It doesn't have to be a long flight tonight or a long session. We don't have to drag it out just because it's not 7:30. Certainly we make up for it on our Tuesdays. We typically go into overtime 7:30. Last Tuesday went all the way to 8. Poor Super Ty was just about dying of starvation by the time we finished the stream, you know. And so, sorry, Super Ty. We'll try to be more snappier next time. But look, is all that black smoke from you, Mike?
Hope not.
And Hi says, thanks, Howard. Enjoy sun and fun. I certainly will. I'm not there for the air shows. I'm there working them. But, you know, the byproduct of all that, you guys, is I'm up close and personal to the performers and to the airplanes. And when we're escorting those planes off the field, I get to, last year I had the honor, the ultimate honor, of escorting the Super Connie off the field into its parking spot on the Warbird ramp. And I walked alongside the pilot underneath the wing, and, you know, the crowd had to stay away from, you know, the whole thing. And it was just, you get to do stuff like that. Like the rest of you are stuck behind the fence. You can't get as close as I do and even talk to the pilots like I do. And it's just a riot. And it's so worth it to be a volunteer at Sun and Fun because you get up close and personal to the airplanes. If anybody's thinking of being a volunteer, let me know. I'll give you a link to go and sign up. And all you have to do is a minimum of 1 day to be a volunteer, and you get free admission to the place, right? And you get to stay there and hang out, which is cool. The second year, you get free camping, the second year. But even in the first year, if you volunteered this year, in this first year, there is some area, there is some spot left. There's one other fellow coming from Brazil that's going to be using my campsite also, but there's another spot there for another tent that we could put up for free and get you in there if you wanted to. So let me know. Contact me in Discord, and if you're interested at all and you're serious about it, and just give us a minimum of 1 day or one air show to help us out, and that's all you need to do the first day, the first time you're with us, and see whether you like it or not. But it's gonna be pandemonium. I might even stream from my cell phone if there's good reception. I might stream something, a part of an air show, or, you know, certainly the Blue Angels are there. Something I might try and stream. Go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah, no, Nick was just asking. He also did the XF11. Yes.
Right. Yes, I should have mentioned that. Thanks, Nick. Yeah. Flying Fries also did the XF11. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Man, that was a long time ago. We've been doing this a long time. We've been streaming since a month after 2020 hit the market, you guys. So September, and now I'm sure you guys can figure out in Twitch chat how to find our start date, but I'm sure it's September something 2020 was my first stream, and I had one person on it. It was my brother, and he's a veteran of the Canadian Armed Forces, and talk about support. He was my first visitor. Is like, hey Len, how's it going? And he has been a subscriber ever since. He's fully supporting the stream, and he just he locked it in at yearly renewals, and that's how much he believes in what I do. So that's pretty cool, you guys. And I'm going to ask you guys to think about him. He's having medical troubles right now. He's in the hospital, and I want you guys to just say a prayer or a thought about him. He gave 30 years of his career to Canadian Armed Forces, and he served in all of the theaters of war. He's seen things that you and I could never talk about, and he served us well, and now he's struggling. So yeah, I'll be going to see him the minute I'm back in Canada. I'll be heading up to see him to start with and help him out. But you guys give him some thoughts along the way of Len Forder, and you know, he'll appreciate that. Might help him get through this next patch. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think yeah, what is his username? That's a good point, you guys. What is his username? I don't remember the name of it, but I see it when we do the credits. I'll find it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it is. I remember he had a reason for that username, and I forget what exactly it is. And we hope that someday he would fly along with us. He does have my Xbox S with 2020 on it back then, and he did go out. I mean, he did order in the Flight Velocity yoke and throttle setup for the Xbox, and so he really wanted. I got it all set up for him at his place. He really wanted to fly along with us, but he just couldn't sit that long and have the patience without lots of pain and stuff. So you know, typical veteran life, you guys. But he if he can pull through and get healthier, then he could certainly come fly along with him. Yeah. So thanks for that, Super Ty. I'm trying to think of the name. I'm hoping it pops into my head before we finish the stream. But I thought I'd mention it, you guys, just because he certainly needs our thoughts right now. Let's go back over to Dr. No Thumb. Oh, look at that. That is sweet. That is so good. Just a minute, Mother. If I can get this really fast here. Here, this is what I want to play for this. Let's take a moment, you guys, and just watch Dr. No Thumb here. Poetry in motion. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Thank you, Dr. Notham. That was amazing. Way cool, you guys. Well, that's all we got for today. That's all. Anything else we want to mention there, Andrew? That was just
no, I don't think.
unbelievable how many gifts we got tonight. Unbelievable. It's like, wow. It's like I'm still wowing at you guys. It's really cool. So thanks for all your support. Thanks for everything, you guys, and appreciate you taking the time to tune in and join in the chat and join in the contribution towards what we do as our hobby and our fun pastime when we can, and that's flying the simulator. So we'll see you again soon. I won't be on the air predictably, but hopefully I can maybe do some sporadic short streams once in a while from Sun and Fun. We'll try and get you that. I think at one point I'll at least give some pictures. I'll meet up with Brian from Say Intentions. He's there. He's here in the state next week. And I'll be joining his booth, go over and check him out and hang out with him for a while. And maybe after hours we'll go hang out at the campfire or even at the night movies and go and network with people we know, you know. It's going to be a lot of fun, you guys. So it'll be great. So take care, everybody. Have a great one. And Andrew, good luck on Saturday with you and Ace. I'm sure you guys will have fun wherever you determine you're going to go fly. All right?
Yep.
And take care, everybody. We're going to credits, and we'll see you again soon. Have a good one. Thanks, Dr. No Thumb.